Looking good does not mean that all his red flags get ignored, okay, girl?
Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say they want it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is tonibryanne, and my channel is all about beauty, fashion, and discovery. And if you guys want to see more content from me, please go ahead and click that subscribe button right now down below. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about dating with a purpose. So I'm so excited to get into this video and share with y'all some tips that I have been doing and taking in since starting to date again. So let's get straight into this video. So like I just said a second ago, I just started dating again, and I just want to share with y'all some tips and some new techniques that I've learned when it came to dating or when it comes to dating and how to date correctly. Make sure that you are dating the right people. So there is going to be 3 tips, but they're all going to be broken down into like smaller bullet points. So it's probably going to be like 10 things to say about it, but yeah. Let's get into number 1, to dating with a purpose. So the number 1 most important rule that I personally believe is to take time being single. A lot of people rush into new relationships without really getting to know themselves or reflecting on their prior relationship and to see why they're single or what they didn't like about the relationship and what to improve in their next relationship. Some people might move on quickly because they're trying to make their ex jealous. They don't like being alone, but don't do that. This should be the best time to really get to know yourself, talk to friends, get to know who you are as a person, get to know who your family is, just get to talking a little bit more to people and really trying to heal. Find a hobby. So for me, during my time being single, I've been single for about 7 months now, almost 8 months. I really learned to kind of like distract myself a little bit, and by distracting myself, I did what I always love to do. I love doing YouTube. That was my thing. I love doing YouTube, so I decided to like, hey, let's not post once a week, let's post twice a week, because it was also during the pandemic, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be home anyway, and that would be something I would be constantly thinking about. So I was like, let me just distract myself and really focus on what I love to do. So I started filming more, which helped because it's something that I really love. I started a podcast. I just recently started my podcast, so if y'all want to check it out, it's a true crimes podcast, kind of like what I was posting a little bit prior when the Black Lives Matter movement was at the height of it happening, but I am moving it to my podcast. I'll link my podcast down below. But yes, I started my podcast and I started journaling and meditating. Journaling was so helpful because it helps me to like really write down my feelings and my thoughts, and I feel like once I write it down, like all of that like stress or hurt or whatever I was feeling, it didn't have to always be about like, oh, I just went through a breakup and I'm sad. No, it was just like about talking about my day or what I'm nervous about, what's coming up in my life, and I would journal that, and it always felt like everything, all the stress and anxiety that just came out once I wrote it down, or I started getting a better understanding when I wrote that down. Meditating is so helpful, guys. Like I used to listen to this breakup meditating thing at nighttime, and it would just like talk about like what was it talking about? It talks mainly about, I don't even know, because it would put me right to sleep, and basically whatever it was saying, I guess it was instilling in my head, and within a week, like I was over that entire situation of what happened in my prior relationship. So meditating, and then over time, once I like healed from what happened to me, all the trauma I was put through, I would listen to manifestations that had to do with loving yourself, manifestations that had to do with helping yourself get into healthy, happy relationships. So that was definitely really helpful for me, and I just love to meditate now. And now I just really listen to like last night I listened to a self-love podcast. I mean, oh my god, I keep saying podcast, y'all. I'm just so excited about my podcast. Okay, no. So I was listening to a self-love meditation video, and normally in the morning I wake up with a meditation that has to do with positive affirmations. So I will show y'all some of the meditations I listen to. So a lot of them are YouTube videos, but y'all also should check out the app. Hold on. So it's called Relax Melodies, and there are really good meditations on there. And also on the app Alarmy. Alarmy has really good meditations as well. I'm going to link them all down below. And I'm also going to link down below the meditations that I listened to when I was going through my breakup, and also meditations I listen to when I'm just like regular old Tony again. So those are really good meditations, so I'll have that for y'all linked down below. So yeah, really journal a lot. Like I said, when I start to like reflect on what happened in your last relationship, why you don't want that to happen in your next relationship, write that in your journal as well. Whether you want to write that in your journal, write that in your notes on your phone. There's so many different ways to really reflect on things. Mocha! There's so many different ways to really help yourself be able to date healthfully and date with a purpose in your next relationship. So yes, I told y'all every number that I went through was going to be long, but I think that was the longest one. So yeah, number 2. So number 2 would be write down 5 things, or 5 to 10 things, how many things that you really want in a partner, that you want in your next person, and be very specific. So I have down 5 things I want in a partner, and I'm actually gonna read it to y'all. At first I wasn't gonna read it to y'all because I was like, I don't want nobody trying to finesse me and trying to like act like they're all these things. But you know, I hope no dude is watching this that wants to date me. I don't know. But if they do, I hope you match these things. Okay, future husband, if you're watching this. So I have it in my notes, and I also have it in my journal. So my dream man. So what I have is faithful, thoughtful, family-oriented, good-looking, and honors God. So be specific, because faithful could mean like they believe in God or they believe in religion. But in that term for me, faithful was not cheating, okay? Just being faithful to me, and me being able to trust you, being trustworthy. So that's why you have to be very specific and write down, you know, even has to be a paragraph. Be very specific, because manifesting is so crucial when it comes to meeting someone. Manifestation is really, really like real, guys. That stuff is real, okay? I can't really attest to it being fully real because I am still single right now, but I'm single by choice. But I know I'm probably gonna like end up finding the love of my life. Like, I'm manifesting I will find him within another year or 2. But right now I'm just focused on me. So yeah, but I have this written down so that like if I am talking to someone, they happen to be that person for me, I could check off. And I literally have like little check boxes so you could check off if they match each of these things. Right now I'm not really talking to anybody that seriously. Well, anyways, we're not gonna get into that. But I check these things off the box as I talk to them. And another thing is, when you're talking to someone, there are a list of questions. My mom sent me these list of questions to ask someone that you are interested in dating. And I also link those down below as well, because those questions are really important to kind of like getting to know someone and seeing if they are compatible with you. So dating with a purpose is really important. Like, you can't date someone you don't know, that y'all are just being sexual with each other or just, you know, being over cute. You really need to get to know someone if you want that person to be your forever person. And last but not least, number 3. Do not ignore those red flags. Ladies, if he is showing you so many red flags, and guess what? I tend to do this a little bit, just a smidget. I tend to do that ignoring red flags thing. And it's because I'm like, well, maybe, you know, maybe I'm just being extra. But then I'm also the type of person that cut. I cut everybody off, like, if I don't like certain things or qualities about you. So I'm like, there's no in between with me. I'm either cutting you off or I'm ignoring red flags. But seriously, guys, ignore the red flags. Your checklist, like I said, my checklist has 5 things that I would want in somebody. And those 5 things, if they're not all checked off, you'll just be a friend. Or, you know, if you're cool, you have most of those things, like, let's go on a date, let's get to know each other. That's about it. That's still dating with a purpose. But if he has nothing on that list, or something like he's not good looking, like say he has 4 to 5 and he's just not cute, it's like, all right, I'll go on a date with you, get to know you, because it's so good. There's so many different quality men out there. There's so many different types of men out there that you get to know and learn something from. And yeah, it's just all an exciting and interesting journey that you're going to be going through. And that's kind of like that's what I do. But like, seriously, y'all, red flags are there for a reason. That's God and your inner self telling you, let that man go, okay? Let him go. And I'm the type of person that if you cute and you over 6 foot, I might just let them red flags get ignored. But I need to stop that, because I really blink. But he looked good though, and it's like, no, that's not the most important thing, girl. So I'm working on that myself. Looking good does not mean that all his red flags get ignored, okay, girl? Alright guys, so that is the end of this video, and those are some tips I have for y'all for dating with a purpose. Dating is a definitely interesting and exciting journey, but there are a lot of things to do to get it right and do it right, and make sure you find the correct lover. So if y'all like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I want y'all to comment down below some tips y'all have. What tips were helpful for you? Are you in the dating game? Are you not in the dating game? How'd you find your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whichever? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear. So without further ado, I love you all so very much, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.